Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So nothing really happened on the DAX on Friday, so that was the previous swing low, for all intents and purposes, bottom of the head and shoulders, also the bottom of the range that we've been in, and also the bottom of a potential channel. And just get that in there like that. So for me, I think the trend is pretty much the downside. This level here is of interest, but you could also extend a little bit higher up, and I think it's wise just to get, let's just put 3 levels in. So there's a pin bar here which would be of interest, the tail of that pin bar. And these tails are also of interest. You see that's pretty much where the buyers were coming in if you look left. So these are the 2 areas. We'll get to them now and on the lower time frames, but those are 2 areas that we need to pay attention to on the higher time frame. So from the 3-hour perspective, we had a big move down last week. So a big red bar basically engulfing the previous week. If you get to the weekly, you will see that. See there? Big up, big down, big up, big down. Still an upward trend, but we are now crossing over. So I suspect we are looking for something lower down, and more than likely this area of chaos here from 2021. So that's kind of the long-term view at the moment, but the minute you start drilling down, you need to start keeping your head on your shoulders and just focusing on what's on the charts, because it is going to be volatile. There's quite a bit of data, and we've got earnings season starting. So nothing really changes on the 3-hour. That's still the zone. There are a few gaps. There's a little gap up there as well. So a betting man would put that pin bar there, have that as a level as well. And then we start getting into what we need to do today. So first things first, before the data came out, you can see the confusion here, which is why I say stay away from it. Don't bother with it. Then we had this massive bar, and I'm assuming that was after, so that was after hours. So we back everything, this rally that they had after hours, which was the US markets, and then basically reversed straight afterwards. So that basically has played out. But I think for now, you're looking for some kind of structure. Now, this level here is of pretty serious importance. You can see how we rejected it during the market hours on Friday. And, that is this 15,627 area. Now, we're back below it this morning. But if we start dropping down to the levels that we want to be looking at for the trades today, you'll see still very much below the moving averages, below below the 155 EMA as well. So what we're looking for is any one of these levels. I'm going to put one more level in now, because this top of this tail is also important. Right, so we are looking for a rejection here of 15,627, or alternatively we're looking at 15,653. This does look like a bit of a flag forming, and just by rough calculation, you're probably aiming for this area here. So 15,724, 15,761, 15,808. So those are your short entries. So we're looking for an opportunity to short this right now, continue with the bigger trend that is on the hour. And you can see the oscillators are kind of crossed over again as well. But this is a little bit of a flag, so I would expect some kind of a rally here. Hopefully just down here, not further than 15,653. But if it does get above there, then this is the zone that you need to be paying attention to for a short. For as long as it's below the 155 an hour, the trend is down. So that's kind of the way we need to see it from an intraday perspective. Okay. Lastly, the little bit of a bigger picture here, which is just setting up that big inverse head and shoulders, or sorry, not inverse, but the big head and shoulders, is looking like a flag. So, and we could argue, to be honest, let me just make it messy. We could argue that that was the flag there. So channel at the moment, and then that was your flag. So yeah, there's lots to watch out for today, but I suspect short off this area, if that fails, short higher up, and keep a stop just above the structure. So whatever pin bar, inside bar, engulfing bar pattern you get on the level, that's where you keep your stop, just above it, and keep your entry just below it. Then you've got a big head and shoulders here to play for. And it'll be something like that. So that is a 785 pip move, or a 5% move to the downside that is on the cards right now. So obviously that can change on its head, just depending what happens with the data that's coming out this week. So anyway, that's kind of my view. Like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, share us social media, and drop us a comment. We will catch up with you on Tuesday, tomorrow. Hope it helps. Cheers for now, guys.